I still remember the night my world came crashing down. The night my husband, the man I thought I'd grow old with, walked out of our home. We'd been married for 14 years. 14 years of shared dreams, whispered promises, and what I believed was love. But that illusion shattered when I discovered his affair with my best friend, Clara. It wasn't even the affair that hurt the most, it was who it was with. The woman who stood beside me at my wedding, who held my hand through pregnancy, who watched my son, Ethan, grow up like he was her own nephew. When I confronted them, neither of them even tried to deny it. My husband just stared at the floor and said, "I'm sorry, Anna. I didn't mean for it to happen." Didn't mean for it to happen? He left that same night. No fight, no second chances, just silence and the sound of the door closing behind him. For days, I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. I was a shell of myself, moving through the house like a ghost. Ethan was only 12, but even at that age, he understood more than I wanted him to. He'd seen the yelling, the tears, the packed suitcase. He stopped asking when his dad was coming home after the first week. Instead, he started helping me, doing the dishes, making his own breakfast, even checking on me at night like I was the child. It broke my heart to see him trying to be strong for me. One evening, about a month after his father left, Ethan came into the kitchen while I was washing dishes. He hesitated for a moment before saying, "Mom, can I tell you something?" I smiled weakly and said, "Of course, sweetheart." He looked down at his hands, fidgeting.
"Dad called me.
He said he wants to see me this weekend." My chest tightened. I hadn't spoken to my husband since he left, but I knew he had every right to see his son. Still, the thought of them together, of Ethan being near them, made my stomach twist. I nodded, forcing a smile. "That's okay, honey. You should see him." But Ethan shook his head. I told him no. I froze. "Why?" He looked up at me then, his eyes filled with something I didn't recognize, anger and sadness all mixed together. "Because he made you cry. And people who make you cry don't deserve to be happy."
I didn't know what to say.
Tears spilled down my face as I pulled him into my arms. That moment, I realized my little boy was growing up far faster than he should have. But that wasn't the thing that changed everything. 2 weeks later, Ethan came home from school clutching something in his hand. It was a crumpled envelope. He walked straight to me, his expression serious. "Mom," he said quietly, "I think you should see this." Inside the envelope was a photo, a printed picture of his dad and Clara holding hands in front of what looked like our old favorite restaurant. The one where we used to go every Friday night. Attached to it was a note in Ethan's handwriting. It read, "Dear Dad, I know you love Miss Clara now. That's okay. But please stop calling Mom. Every time you do, she cries in her room and thinks I don't hear her. If you really care about her like you say you do, let her heal. Let her smile again. Because she deserves that." My breath caught. I could barely read through the tears. "Ethan, when did you write this?" He shrugged, looking embarrassed. "I sent it last week. I just wanted him to stop hurting you." I didn't even know how to respond. My son, my sweet, broken-hearted 12-year-old, had done what I couldn't bring myself to do. He drew a boundary where I had none. And strangely, after that letter, my husband stopped calling. No more messages. No late-night apologies. Just silence. At first, it felt like another loss. But as days passed, the quiet turned into peace. I started sleeping better, eating better, smiling even. A few months later, Ethan brought home his report card, straight A's. I hugged him so tight, realizing that despite everything, we were okay. Maybe not the same, but okay. Then came the real twist, the moment that truly changed everything. It was Mother's Day. Ethan handed me a small box, wrapped in silver paper. Inside was a simple silver bracelet with tiny engraved letters. "For the woman who stayed." I looked at him, speechless. He just smiled and said, "You didn't give up, Mom." Even when he did. That's when it hit me. I'd spent so much time mourning the love that left me that I almost missed the love that stayed. The quiet, unconditional kind that only a child can give. Sometimes healing doesn't come from moving on. It comes from realizing who's been holding your hand through the pain. My husband's betrayal broke me, but my son, he rebuilt me. And now, when I look back, I don't see a story of infidelity anymore. I see a story of strength, of a boy who became my reason to smile again. So, if you're listening to this and your heart feels heavy, if someone you trusted shattered your world, remember this. Sometimes the person who changes everything isn't the one who left. It's the one who stayed.